the No Name Podcast, the podcast that still does not have a name. And joining us tonight is a friend of the show, Brother Maurice Young.
Hey, what's up, guy? How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Maurice Young, Chromo, and every other name that you can come up with. I'm great. I'm grateful to be here again. How y'all doing? How you doing, Pastor?
I'm doing good. How are you're doing good?
Yes, I'm actually doing
You
great.
didn't say anything about the show not having a name.
Oh, I was gonna get to that. I mean, at this point, I am slowly accepting that my voice will not be heard at all, ever in this entire history of the show. When it hits 100 episodes, I'm still going to be, you know, a small voice.
Well, my father, a man that my father golfs with, suggested a name for the show.
Really? What was
My,
his suggestion?
my father texted it to me today,
Hmm.
and it is I'm still under construction.
That is actually a pretty much what this is at this point. I
And pretty
mean,
much.
you are Dr. Umar. You just are not having this building built at all. This is just what you're going to be doing now, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still bothered by the no name. I think
The No Name Podcast.
fine.
No Name Yet Podcast.
Yeah, no name yet podcast.
And I don't
But
even
yet,
know the name because I always call it the No Name Podcast, and it's the No Name Yet Podcast.
do you understand how annoying it is for me? So when people ask me, "Oh, send me the links to the podcasts you're on," I'm like, "Oh, I send them Gritty Knows Best," and then I get to yours, and it's always this response of, "Huh? Is that a joke?" Like everybody asks me, "Is it a joke?" I'm like, "No, he's serious about this no name thing." It's tiring. How do I
Sometimes
explain this? How are we gonna put this on a t-shirt?
some you just put no name yet.
Oh my God. You need a logo or something.
So what do you think of this background?
What is it? A hotel? Are you Oh, it is a hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
Every week I
nice
have a
one.
different hotel room behind me.
Every week you do, and this one is probably my favorite one.
Is it?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite ones. I just like the way it looks. It looks private. It looks like someplace in Europe.
It is. It's in Rome.
Really?
A
I
hotel room
like
in Rome.
Listen, I know my stuff. I watched that whole there was a whole channel where they just go to different hotels in the world and they just show the fanciest rooms. I don't know why I watched it, but I enjoyed it. Um
Well, I'm glad you
but
like it.
yeah,
I was a little iffy on it, but if you like it, I like it.
okay. That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
So I was talking to your friends,
What did they do?
Gritty and
Oh,
Justin,
oh God.
and Dre popped in too.
Okay.
And for those who might be watching for the first time or listening for the first time, Gritty, Dre, and Justin are friends of Mo, and they all appear on the Gritty Knows Best podcast.
Where you can find me also.
Is your podcast running?
Oh no, I'm just saying you can find me on the Greedy Nose
Oh,
podcast on
Gritty
this
Knows
one as
Best.
well.
And for protection purposes, I have to say that a pastor certainly could not recommend the Gritty Knows Best podcast, but
You can't. But I can.
you can, yeah.
I can. I have no position. I have no position. See,
Apparently,
people,
I'm not doing a good job as a pastor to you.
no. I don't want a position. Okay. Because I don't want the responsibility that comes along with um higher ups, people in the spiritual community, the church community, looking at me and expecting me to act a certain type of way, which is fair
Hmm.
because I would be representing them. And I can't afford as somebody who loves God, who believes in God, who considers himself somebody who's trying to become a better man of God. I wouldn't consider myself a man of God, but somebody, I still consider myself a child in God's eyes. Um, who's somebody who has so much life to live, so much time to give, and will learn something every day, I can't even imagine being in a position where I have to watch certain things and what I say and my actions and stuff like that, because I'm a wild guy. And I like my wildness. And I like that
Right.
I
Just
have this
remember,
perspective.
you are a Methodist,
Am I?
and
You
that
keep saying I'm Methodist.
John Wesley asked us to watch our manner of speech.
John Wesley didn't ask me to watch. He asked
Yeah.
somebody, but he didn't ask me.
Well, you certainly know that I have my moments, and for every finger I point in someone else's direction, that I have three pointing back at me.
But to be fair, Pastor,
Yeah.
to be fair, you may not be the typical uh, TV pastors that everybody probably hope to see,
Hmm.
but what you do is encourage the individual talents that lies in each and every member and person that has come across you. And if that's not truly an action of God to push people to be themselves, and then do it in such a way that it's healthy and it's encouraging and that it multiplies and in multiple ways to better other people's lives, then I don't know what to do. I don't see the purpose of doing something when people are not benefiting
Amen.
mentally and spiritually. And I gotta say, I've gotten this far throughout your guidance. So, and I've had other pastors, and there's nothing against them, but you have done the most work. You have gotten me personally, and even my friends, to respect something that they could, Justin, for example, y'all saw that episode. If y'all seen it, go back to it. It's the interview with Justin. He's not a religious person. He's not somebody that's interested. He's considered himself atheist, but he has grown to respect you and respect the culture and has taken some
Amen.
interest in little ways. So, I mean, that's a success. If you can get even an atheist to even just listen to you talk, that's better than most of the pastors sitting in the pulpit that just can't even get a member to get into the church. So,
Amen. And
comparisons,
we taught Justin compassion.
we did. We had to go do some training, and maybe we need to push that on. Maybe we need more people on a known yet to teach us some compassion. Make
So,
that
well, thank you for those kind words.
no problem, Pastor.
And so, what I'd like to ask you, well, the reason why I brought up the crew
Mm-hmm.
was I told them that I liked a movie,
Which movie?
and they unanimously said they hated it. And I really enjoyed the Suicide Squad.
I hated it. It was
So
great.
why did you hate it?
Okay, let me first say the things I loved about it.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Harley Quinn was my
Okay.
favorite. She was
Mhm.
amazing. Um, the 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 storyline was somewhat interesting to me in the beginning. It kept me going in the beginning. There were some of the actors like the Inferno dude. I liked him, the ball guy. I liked him. I like what was it? Killer Croc.
Yeah, Killer Croc.
Killer Croc. I liked him. He should have showed up a little bit more. Um, I even like the scene where a lot of people don't like this Joker, but the Joker, what he does when he sits on the guy's lap and everything, and he does the awkwardness and he makes the guy uncomfortable. I like that scene. It was just so out of the blue. It's so weird, and um, I like the Joker. I kind of wanted more of him. But they're the individual characters I liked. However, what I could not stand was Jamie Foxx in that movie. He was not meant for that role. I did not. It was he was not the character that I wanted to do the whole humorous thing and everything else like that. It's something about Jamie Foxx when he does action and comedy. Sometimes it's just too much. You know what I'm saying? Because he never feels like he belongs in a comic book world
Okay.
when he's playing another character. When he did
Now what character did Jamie Foxx play?
he played Deadshot.
That wasn't Jamie Foxx.
That was Jamie Foxx.
No, that was Will
No,
Smith.
not Will Smith. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, Will Smith. I don't know why I said Jamie Foxx. You know why I said Jamie Foxx? Because Jamie Foxx has a Netflix show, and I can't stand that.
Okay.
So I'm just lumping them all together. At this point, I'm just lumping black people
I, I
together.
I like that shot. I thought it.
He was boring. That was the first time
See, I
when a
like the
black.
stories. I liked the
No, no, no,
backstories
no.
of the
I said that
characters.
was the first time when a black man retained a character's role from a comic book that I wish the character was white. That first time.
Okay.
The first
Well,
time I
I'm
was
not
like,
going
I
to
wish.
argue that point with you. I mean, I did like his character.
I wanted Deadshot to be a more hardcore guy with some real army experience. Just felt like a military dude and was just like
But he wasn't a
serious.
military dude.
That
He was an
Deadshot
assassin.
Deadshot served. He became an assassin. He was a lot of things in the comics, but he had
He
a
was an
certain
assassin for
atmosphere.
hire, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but but he had a military type of attitude, and he would do his little jokes and stuff like that. But Will Smith was just too much.
Hmm.
He just didn't fit the character to me. Harley Quinn was the best part of the whole
Well,
movie.
she definitely was the best part.
She was the best part. And then when we got to the samurai chick, and she was doing her thing, and then the whole spirit, and it went from her being the villain, and she was doing all this extra stuff. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I lost it. I was like, whoa, what is this? And I don't usually feel that way with movies.
Hmm.
And what was the woman that was in charge of the crew? Wallace.
Yes.
Wallace. I really wanted a thick woman, some angry, the same woman that was on the comic books. I wanted her. I wanted that angry, big woman who had no problem putting a bullet through your head.
Well, I mean, her character definitely was that.
Mm-mm.
Well, I really enjoyed it. I thought stylistically, the music,
Oh, don't get me started with the music.
the
Everything was a soundtrack. God, Lee, like
I liked that. I liked the way it was filmed. I liked the sets. You know, it won an Oscar.
it don't take much to win an Oscar though.
Do you know what they won an Oscar for?
What?
Makeup and hair.
The easiest thing to get an Oscar in.
Well, come on. I mean, don't take that away from the
The
people who did the
easiest,
makeup and hair.
yes, people who have been in the business, who have done multiple jobs for multiple movies, who have been in the industry for decades, who
An
obviously,
Oscar-winning movie.
I guarantee you some of those artists have Oscars in other things.
Maybe I don't know.
I guarantee you.
Why would hairstyle and makeup? What do they have a prop Oscars too? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that it does not make the movie look better. That's like me running in a Special Olympics and getting a participation medal, which I have been in the Special Olympics. So
What'd you do
therefore,
in the Special Olympics?
I did a bunch of stuff. I did track, so I did a bunch of races. I said racing races, 50, 25, 75, and 100. Then we did some throwing competitions. Um,
Did you win a
yeah,
medal?
yeah. I mean,
Well,
I wasn't gonna let certain kids beat me.
so what place did you what placing medals did you get?
First, second, mostly first and second. I got one third. I forget what I got third in, but let's just say this kid was definitely on little on that some medication that made him faster because that was mad. I was like, this kid must be on some antidepressant because this kid is running way too fast.
So he couldn't just be a good runner and he
No,
beat
no,
you.
no, 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 no. We knew we were all drugged up. We knew what it was. That's the only time steroids are allowed is in a Special Olympics.
All the
Listen, ladies and gentlemen,
contestants in the Special Olympics are roided up.
we are all roided up.
Okay.
I took eye drops early in the day. I had steroids in my eyeballs.
And the stakes are that high.
The stakes are that high. I mean, these
Okay.
medals count for something. You're a loser or a winner. So no, that's like getting a participation medal for the same thing. Equal to me. I mean, like that's like them saying, "Hey, best dress up at the Special Olympics." We're not here to dress up. We're here to win. I digress.
Well, I'm proud of you that you are uh, a medal awarded Olympian.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
So
you.
why don't we move on? So today's show, we're gonna look at three different stories, news stories,
Mm-hmm.
and the first one was sent to me, and I'll tell you who sent it to me a little later.
Gritty.
Gritty, okay. And this is a story from News for New York, NBC in New York. And the headline is New York City boy buys hundreds of SpongeBob popsicles, nearly leaving mom with $2,600 bill. So there were 51 cases of SpongeBob SquarePants popsicles that 4-year-old Noah bought on Amazon, and a lot of them melted. But his story also melted the hearts of strangers who donated money to help out his mom.
No one needs to be beat.
Buying something is in bulk is usually a better deal, but the mother of 4-year-old Noah from Brooklyn definitely was not thrilled when she saw he had bought 51 cases of SpongeBob SquarePants popsicles on Amazon. And I thought to myself, did Gritty send this story because he likes SpongeBob popsicles too?
That's a good question. No, I can answer that for him. No,
No, okay.
he's
So
aware.
Jennifer Bryant was now stuck with a bill of $2,618.85. Over 900 popsicles shipped to Noah's auntie's house, and Amazon won't take the packages back. So she took to a Facebook page for fellow New York University students for help. Katie Schloss, that's a weird name.
Mm.
Katie Schloss,
Well,
Schloss, classmate of Bryant's at NYU Silver School of Social Work, saw the post and wanted to help. Schloss, come on, there's got to be a joke there. Come on, help me out.
the only thing I need to say, I hope she marries, or just like, just I don't have one. I don't have sloth. Are we gonna? Wow,
Yeah. So
wow. What is he, German?
Probably Schloss. Here, if I move the mic away, I rarely use my mouth. Schloss set up a GoFundMe account to help pay off the popsicles bill, and then ask for donations on Instagram with an adorable photo of smiling Noah enjoying one of the Nickelodeon cartoon popsicles. And I'll share that photo with you right now.
Sloth is too lazy to tame her children in Walmart. I don't know. I could have done better. That was not good enough. I didn't like it.
So, can you see him?
I couldn't see the little monster.
Look at him. He's a cute kid. He's got
I didn't say he was.
glasses,
I didn't say he was not cute. I say the little monster.
little Mickey Mouse on the sweatshirt.
I just want to critique this whole thing. Like, first of all, are parents just leaving their credit card just on Amazon like that easily? And then on top of that, like, are you really just giving your 4-year-old kid your phone, just on tablet, just
Yeah, she
willing?
probably has it set for one click.
She needs, like, I don't know, like, I just feel like she's a bad mother. That's the only thing that goes through my mind. Like, you're a bad mother. Like, this should not be that easy to access. Go outside, Noah. Take Noah outside. Noah needs to be in Central Park, okay? I don't know what's going
Go
on.
outside and play, Noah.
Go outside and play,
Wait for the
Noah.
ice cream truck to come by.
Yeah, like a normal kid. But I mean, maybe Noah's mad. Maybe he did want to go to the ice cream truck, and she said, "No, Noah, we can't do that." So
Maybe.
Noah was like, "You know what?
Maybe it was retribution.
Yeah." So Noah said, "You know what? One click away."
Okay.
All
So in
right.
4 days, more than $10,000 had been contributed by over 400 people, far exceeding the
Whoa, 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 whoa,
campaign
whoa,
goal.
whoa, whoa, whoa. The bill was only $2,000 something,
Yeah, and they raised over 10,000.
and now this $10,000 is in her pocket.
So what do you have to say about her?
I don't know what to say. She just made the best come up in like less than 3 days. Her son's little accident or craziness, this little monster just took her from $2,000 in debt to 8,000
8,000 in profit.
in profit
Yeah.
in like less than like a day, like a few days. That's wild. Like, I mean, listen, if Noah doesn't have the best Christmas of his life now, like
All right.
if this,
And
I don't
and
know what to
what and
say.
what do you have to say about Noah?
Noah's still a monster.
Okay. All right. So you said that the mom was a bad mom,
She's still a bad mom for letting her phone kids use the
and
phone.
that Noah's a monster. So I'll finish the article. Just keep those comments that you made in the
Sure,
forefront of your mind.
sure. I'm not taking
Okay.
it back.
So in an update posted to GoFundMe, Bryant wrote, as a parent to a child living with ASD, autism spectrum disorder, all additional donations will go towards Noah's education and additional support. We cannot thank you enough, truly.
So, as somebody with a disability, you think we can't be monsters? Like, what are you talking about? Autism doesn't mean he's stupid. Like, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What are we trying to get here? What's the message I kind of like? No, no.
So you're
Autistic
not,
kids,
you're not, you're not, you don't feel bad at all for,
no, because autistic kids are geniuses.
well, thus being able to go on Amazon under the radar and ordering 900 SpongeBob popsicles.
Genius. It just makes his monstrosity actions even more bad. It just proves that we just need to put every autistic kid in the most whatever their talent is, throw them in that space. If it's piano, is it math, whatever it is, and we're just gonna let them do the work, and we're just gonna pay them more money to do the work because they actually enjoy that subject.
Why are you always directing the world in the way it should go?
Use talents for what they really are. Why are we gonna
All
sit
right.
there and act like it's not true?
All right. So here's the last sentence of the article.
Sure.
In response, Amazon said it had been in touch with the Bryants and will be donating the cost of the order to a local charity of the family's choosing.
If I was her, I would choose my pocket.
Well, I'm so
It's
glad. I'm so glad that the multi-billion-dollar corporation is going to send $2,000 to a local charity.
yeah, $2,000. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Well,
two
I'm
thousand
glad they
dollars.
did it. I mean, I don't want to take that away from them, but
Pastor, that's not even breaking 1% of their amount, like at all. Like
I mean, finding
that's
two
$2.
thousand dollars to Amazon is like us, like trying to find that penny that we lost.
I guarantee you, if you walk Amazon, any Amazon warehouse with a ski mask and a fake weapon and try to rob them, they'll just let you have it. They're like $3,000. That's nothing. We're Amazon. Like, take it, go. You don't even have to fight. We're not gonna fight you for our items.
I have,
What
I
do you
have a
got?
feeling. I have a feeling that they would respond in an opposite manner.
I don't know. Jeff Bezos might be like, I was an orphan once.
I mean,
I know the struggles.
don't they watch their workers? Like
I
keep
mean,
their
they
workers
do.
under surveillance?
They do.
Yeah.
Most of these big corporations do. But I mean, at the end of the day, if you were smart enough to get in there, they're not gonna fight you. Take it, but you better run far away. I mean, they. I feel like Jeff Bezos is the type of man to just hunt you down for the fun of it. Like, yeah, just
So
because he
so
can.
so you have no sympathy for Noah.
Not at all, because I know Noah is a genius.
Okay. No sympathy for mom.
No, because she should have known better. She's the one that she's the worst of the situation. Listen, Noah is gonna make more money than both of us combined in like another 25 years.
Well,
Okay.
you don't know that.
Now listen, Noah is smart. Okay.
Come on.
I don't put it past no one.
Look at that kid.
Smart.
Look at
That's
that little
what I
smile.
see. I see him. I see Noah was telling a story one day while he's doing a TED talk about how he realized the first time he was truly an entrepreneur.
Okay.
Guaranteed.
Going back to the Suicide Squad, there was a point that I forgot to make
Mm-hmm.
that I thought that there was an underlying theme of redemption, especially with Deadshot's character, that I liked.
Yawn.
Okay. Yawn. Yawn.
Yawn. I have to give it to you, Pastor, because that movie, regardless of what happened in that movie, that story was autistic.
The story was autistic.
Yes, it was shameful.
All right.
That
I didn't pick that up. I liked the story. I didn't I really didn't care for the witch, that they were going after at the end.
yeah,
I thought that was kind of anticlimactic, but that's my only complaint about the movie.
really.
Yeah.
Not the constant rap music.
I
Like there
liked
was.
the music. I mean, I like it. Oh, and this is another thing I wanted to talk about. Um,
Here we go.
I well, I kind of, I'm not a huge fan of, Marvel or DC, or I wasn't. But I've watched a few Marvel movies lately, and now I've watched a lot of DC stuff.
And Marvel does
Um,
it better.
no, DC is better, hands down.
Are you on drugs?
Hands down, they're better.
I'm taking you to rehab. I'm taking you to
No,
rehab. I'm
the
taking you to
look
rehab.
of the movies, the way they're shot,
There's.
I think that they are so much better,
Oh no.
so much more engaging.
Folks, we have next week's episode. Like this is wow. This is crazy. We need Justin. We need Dre. We need to hurt you. There's you need to go find somebody who's a DC fan, and we need to do a whole 2-on-2 conversation because this
I don't
is
know if I don't know if I know enough about it to
that's your
defend
problem.
my
You know
position,
nothing.
but just I don't.
And you're going by live action movies, not the cartoon, not the animated versions. I'm talking about live
Yeah, the live action.
action universes.
Yes.
And you think, and mind you, I'm telling people right now that when it comes to comic books, I am more of a DC fan than I am a Marvel fan. So
Okay.
don't think this is a biased opinion. No, I truly love DC. However, DC succeeds where Marvel fails at their animation. DC has always have some of the most amazing characters in movies when it comes to their animation side. I love their stuff. The Teenage Mutant Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, some of the best work that they came out in years. Um, the Superman Supreme, uh, the Justice League show, the Batman Beyond, Static Shock. I mean, DC, when its animation is involved, they have always given top quality stories as well as animation and as well as character development. Where Marvel chooses to, with their animation, choose to stay on a PG-13 kind of childish level where they kind of just throw things at kids and, oh, you like this hero, here you go. It's kind of boring. But when it comes to live action, DC has always failed to make a universe that was easy to follow and you wanted to follow, because they throw it all at you at once instead of allowing each character to have its own individual development and give you experience that of a connection between these characters. Marvel succeeds at that. Therefore, they're better. Simple.
Okay. Um, so I think I'm picking up what you're saying, and I think I've experienced what you're saying, and I would say this, that as Marvel gives each hero their own movie and their own character development, that they cast each character in the same exact movie.
What do you mean? In terms, what do you mean that they use the same character for multiple movies?
No, no, like whether you watch Captain Marvel. Actually, I liked Captain
I
Marvel.
liked it too, even though everybody else didn't like it.
Yeah, I liked Captain Marvel. But when you watch the other movies, it's basically the same script, just a different hero.
You think it's the same script, different hero?
Yeah, they all look the same to me.
I will say that the film style is similar.
Like the
And
Infinity Wars and Endgame,
yeah,
basically to me were the same movie.
because they were the same movie, just in two parts.
Yeah,
Because you couldn't watch that movie for 6 hours, you would lose your damn mind.
yeah, but they really could have done all that in 2 hours.
You telling me you think they could have did Thanos coming and whipping all their asses, making us feel some type of way, Thanos
It just
winning
went
that
on
fight,
and on and
and
on and
then
on.
wrecking the universe, killing half the universe off, and then winning the battle and going, I'm the winner.
That was a little just too much to take in. I mean, it just was. It wasn't
That
wasn't believable.
Thanos
And
having the
like nobody could
funniest.
kill him. I'm tired of these movies where you've got like this unbeatable nemesis. I kind of like more of a fair fight. Like Star Trek has
Okay,
been
hold
doing
on.
that. Like Star Trek ship, Star Trek ship looks like a walnut compared to a refrigerator box.
You really want this episode to go this way? You just asking for this. Listen, first of all, I'm gonna make this point. The first movie, he had a few stones. Even prior to that,
Yeah.
each stone did its own thing. Now, the movie made it very clear the Hulk could not defeat him because he had multiple stones.
Uh huh.
That was one. That was one of the problems. The Hulk is a superpower. Without the stones, Hulk is able to like do some damage.
And why did
But
Hulk have his real face?
real face, what do you mean? Like when he turned back to Bruce?
Yeah, but wasn't it in Endgame where he shows up and he's got his Bruce face on his Hulk body?
Oh, you mean Professor Hulk? That's a real thing. That's Professor Hulk is just Hulk with the brain power of Bruce and the strength of the Hulk. So they complement each other so that they're now one being. So they're perfect harmony now.
Well,
So he,
apparently I should have watched the Hulk movie and watched his development,
well, there was
right?
no Hulk movie. The good thing about the Hulk was that they recognized that they weren't going to do a bunch of Hulk movies. So what they did was they laid out his stories throughout multiple movies. And
They did an entire TV series with Hulk.
yes, we won't talk about that. Even though I enjoyed it as a kid,
It was a great series.
it was a great series. It just doesn't hold up right now.
And just like with a lot of these superheroes, who cares about who's playing Batman, but you certainly care who's playing Bruce Wayne. Who you don't care who's playing Hulk, well, except for uh everybody loved the guy that played Hulk in the TV show.
I
And I
forget his
just
name.
I just drew a blank on his name.
Yeah, I
But
mean, and that's
but
one.
everybody liked the guy that was playing Banner, David Banner.
Listen, that's funny. Bruce Banner, David Banner.
Oh,
That's
Bruce
hilarious.
Banner. Bruce
Bruce,
Banner.
Bruce Banner, like Bruce Wayne. You trying
No,
to
it
say
was David Banner, wasn't it? David Banner
for the Hulk
for the
series?
Hulk.
Oh, I don't know
Yeah.
his name. That's a long time ago. You were asking me. I just watched the show, but
And I
I don't know
forgot
the
both
guy's
of
name.
those actors' names. I used to know those.
But yeah, no, I mean they covered it out very well. If you watch all the movies, Pastor, the clues were right there. The only way for you not to know these things if you just did not watch something.
Well,
On the Cinemax, yes, the Cinemax, it's all similar because it's made in that universe. It's really just a perspective of that universe. You want it to be somewhat the same visual, so it doesn't really feel too different. However, in terms of the story, the title, yeah, they do a few bullet points that I can tell is there. Hero has to rise. We see the hero. Hero has to rise to the occasion. Hero has to um go against this conflict with themselves, and then hero has to overcome conflict, and then hero during their overcoming their own conflict, they overcome the villain. Yes, it's that, but that's usually how it is for the first movie when it comes to the hero becoming able to do.
yawn.
Yeah, but you want this crappy Justice League movie. Okay.
Well, I didn't watch a Justice League movie yet. It's 4 hours long.
Oh yeah, but DC is they're the best, right? You would watch a four
Well,
hour long movie. You like
I'll
it.
watch it and I'll let you know.
I'll watch it with you and I'll on it.
Well, thanks for swearing on my podcast.
You got me there. You offended me. You offended
All
my-
right. So the man who played, it's Dr. David Bruce Banner. So it's both, actually. It was David Bruce Banner.
That was his actor's name?
No,
Bruce
I'm
That's
looking
his
at the
character.
description. Yeah.
Yeah. Bruce Banner is his character's name. David is not his real name.
Dr. David Bruce Banner.
Mm.
And that was played by Bill Bixby.
Bill Bixby. There you
And did you know
go. Okay.
that the Hulk was an Italian?
In the show?
Played by Lou Ferrigno.
Oh, really? So his design is all for Italian.
Well, with a name like Lou, either he was adopted or he's Italian as Italian can be. With a name like Lou Ferrigno.
That's very Italian. Are you proud of yourself?
Did you know Lou Ferrigno was deaf?
No.
Yeah, he's deaf.
That's probably why his scream sound is so clear.
Everybody loved Lou Ferrigno.
That's awesome. That's cool. I gotta look him up more.
Is Lou Ferrigno still alive? Let's see if Lou Ferrigno is still alive. Lou Ferrigno, check.
Check. He's alive.
We'll borrow from Kathleen Madigan. Update.
Update. Yep.
Update.
Oh my god, I love her.
He was born in 1951, and I don't see. I think he's still alive. Oh, there's LouFerrigno.com.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, look at this. This is great. Here, let me share this. This is cool. This is cool. Look at that website.
He looks great.
A guide to personal power, bodybuilding, and fitness.
He looks great.
Oh, look at that.
Beautiful wife or girlfriend or whoever.
He looks he
He
looks
looks
really fit.
happy.
Wow.
Pastor, we need some goals to set. This man is
Yeah, yeah.
killing us.
Yeah, I just lost 6 pounds and I like can I just get can it be 30?
I mean, you need to do some push-ups apparently, because this man is murdering us.
Yeah.
And he's older than both of us.
Yeah, you know who else looks really surprisingly good? The last
Ooh,
time I checked, is Billy Idol. Hold on. You know who Billy Idol is?
never heard of him. Sound like an old person.
You know that song "Dancing with Myself"?
Yes.
That's Billy Idol.
Well, I've never seen him.
I saw Billy Idol play at the University of Albany.
Oh, this is good.
That's
Okay.
that's Billy. Yeah, he's starting to show his age a bit. Last time I looked, a couple years ago, maybe he wasn't really showing his age like that, but that's all right. He looks pretty good.
No, he looks good for his age.
Rocker.
Got the nice hairstyle going on.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's your celebrity update with us.
Yeah, he's still touring. Look at that.
Oh,
August 12th.
right
You can
around the
see him
corner.
at Airway Heights in Washington State. Closest to us is Ashbury, New Jersey.
Watch Pastor
September.
drag me to this.
I don't know if I don't know if I'd go or not. I don't know. I'd love to see him again. That was a pretty exciting concert.
Listen, I'm always down for new adventures, even if I don't know what the heck is going on.
Well, like you said earlier, I digress. So what I would like to do now is to go to the most trusted news source in America, a news source that I consider more reputable than MSNBC, Fox, or CNN.
You going to garbagenews.com?
And we will be going to Weekly World News,
Oh, God.
the world's only reliable news source.
Yeah. Yeah. Very true.
Weekly World News.
Very true. Get ready for this. What story are we getting?
All right, so this is kind of the first story.
Mm-hmm.
Is kind of it's giving you some tips. Um, and the title of this is your spouse an alien? Now I know that you recently fell in love.
Oh my God. Wow.
You recently fell in love, and that I thought that
To know if my lovely, beautiful woman is a alien or not?
it would be beneficial to do your due diligence.
Oh God. Here we go.
So, how are things going with Jasmine?
It's been really good. Great communication. We talk about the things that we love a lot in terms of like we're really passionate about education and encouraging young people to find themselves and hopefully establish something with the community, our community, where young individuals really grow up to be open-minded and compassionate to one another. And she tells me great stories about um, youth that she's around, and it's really encouraging. And at the moment I'm applying for a bunch of education positions, so it's she's been really encouraging and helpful and keeps me pointed. And I wake up and I feel much more energized and happy.
Amen.
Hmm.
Amen. I've noticed a change in you too for the positive. So we ask God to bless it, and may He allow the both of you to build a solid and loving relationship. Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Amen. But first, before we get ahead of ourselves, we have to make sure that she is not an alien.
Wow.
All right.
She's if she's an alien, she loves nature and this planet way too much. I think she might be a traitor to her species.
So, top scientists believe that aliens secretly live among us. The sneaking intergalactic travelers often pose as our friends, neighbors, coworkers, and they learn the ways of Earth. But how can you tell invading aliens from real human beings? Weekly World News has interviewed dozens of experts and conducted exhaustive research to bring you this list of the top 10 ways to recognize aliens in your midst.
There's always 10 top ways, isn't there?
Always 10 ways.
There's always 10 ways.
So, aliens often wear huge sunglasses to hide their eyes.
She
Most
does not wear
aliens have
sunglasses.
large, staring eyes that are hard to conceal, and sunglasses help them appear more normal. So, if your spouse or girlfriend is wearing sunglasses inside all the time, it might be a clue.
That's not happening to me.
Okay. All right. So far, so good.
Hmm.
All right. Aliens have cold and clammy skin. Many aliens wear synthetic skin in order to pass themselves off as human. It's never as warm as real skin. It often feels slimy to the touch.
I don't have to worry about that, but I will try to rip her skin off later.
I looking at you, I always thought that you would have cold and clammy skin.
Me?
You.
I mean, I am always cold. So, I mean, I may be a subspecies where like my ancestor got lost and like they couldn't pass their secret tablet along the family line. So now I'm stranded on this stupid planet with no real identity or message or what our goal was. You
So
know,
the,
it's a
so
struggle.
so that hole that you felt in your life is really discovering your alien ancestry.
Apparently, I'm trying, but I'm still trying to wait to see if I obtain any powers. If I obtain powers, that's when we know it's on and popping. Because I'm gonna do a lot of bad things once I get those powers.
so 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 I'm so glad that the pastoral care and direction you've been giving has put you on the right path.
For the most part, unless those powers come in, we might have to have a floating church just to
Okay.
get some membership. That might work, right, Pastor? If the church just start floating,
Well, yeah.
yeah, that'll get some memberships in.
Well, if you've got
Yeah, I start
powers, I want you to produce us a band.
produce a band. What am I gonna go across the universe and look for the best rockers and just bring
Yeah,
them to
well,
Earth? God.
just a few musicians would be nice.
Oh my God.
All right. So number 3, they
Mhm.
smell. Aliens use all manner of deodorants, perfumes, and lotions to disguise their natural scent, which is offensive to most humans.
You know, that may be a problem because she always smells good. And I mean, always. I've never smelled her regular
I
skin
think that's a
yet.
point of suspicion.
Point of suspicion. She's not, yeah, she's never smelled at any way. I'm suspicious now. I'm worried.
But be careful.
I don't know. My chest might get ripped open. I might enjoy that.
So, aliens are obsessed with technology. They spend hours on their cell phone, texting and sending emails, but they're not conversing with anyone. They're actually transmitting data they've accumulated back to their home world. Be suspicious. If your spouse is spending an inordinate amount of time on their cell phones.
Wow, so far she's pretty human in terms of
That's
sanity.
just
Cause,
about anybody these days.
but no, she does actually doesn't actually use her phone a
She
lot.
doesn't? Okay.
No, she we don't even watch TV. We watched TV 3 times since we've met each other. 3 times, which is amazes me all the time. Most of the time, we're just talking for 6 hours straight. I don't even know how I even have enough conversation to even to have a conversation, but it never gets boring. So I mean, we're just outside people. We like to walk in the rain and stuff. So I mean, we're probably better than most.
Yeah. So what is it about walking in the rain that you like?
I always liked rain. It's always just been a comfortable thing. I never minded. New York City, I never had an umbrella or anything else like that. So just such a use. I'm used to it, and it's comforting. And for her, it's the same thing. She loves the rain. She loves the weather, the cool breeze, and everything else like that. And just walking outside in the rain with her, we have great conversations. We enjoy the weather. We just you know exercise and clear our brains. So I enjoy it. I just enjoy the rain,
You
period.
guys might want to might move to the Northwest.
I don't want rain every day.
Well, that's a myth.
Is it a myth? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want
I
rain
mean,
every
it's cloudy from like October to May,
really.
but
That
the rain is like a mist,
mm,
and it's really great. I loved it there.
really, I gotta go out there because I do actually love the heat though. It's only
So
she
in
hates.
from June to September, the weather is beautiful. And
Really.
even when it gets up in the 90s, it does not have the humidity that we have in the Northeast.
Really. See that
Yeah, it's
that might
very
be something.
bearable.
What states?
Well, I was in Washington State, in Western
Washington State.
Washington,
Okay.
because Western Washington's weather is a little different than other parts because of the Cascade Mountains.
I have to have like Georgia was one of my favorite places to visit because the rain was just warm
Was it
and
humid down there though?
it wasn't really humid to me. I mean, to me, it wasn't humid. It
I
was
mean, you were there in the winter though.
no. This is the first time I went there to when I went to Decatur. It was
What month were you there?
I was there from September to December.
Okay.
So I spent a few months there, and the weather was great. It was warm, but it would rain once in a while, and it was just this nice warm rain I've never experienced before. It was just completely different from being in New York when it rains. It's cold. You got to get inside. Out there, I was just sitting there and smoking a cigarette. It was just nice to be out in the rain. It was weird.
Hmm. Yeah, if I was gonna ever move somewhere, that the humidity quotient would be one of the factors. I'm not moving anywhere that's humid.
I've never experienced crazy humidity. I mean, they say New York is bad, but like apparently there's other places it's worse at.
Yeah.
So
No,
I don't
I don't
know.
like
And I
it at
mean,
all.
I'm from New York City where when it was hot, there's always shade. There's always a place to stand there. There was always a building, and I was a guy wearing black hoodies in the summer. So what do I know?
Yeah, I see. I like desert. I really do like desert heat.
I don't know what that's like, so I can't even
Yeah.
even imagine what that's like.
I
I guess
experienced it. I went out to San Diego to visit a friend many years ago, and we drove to a Native American reservation
that's
in the
awesome.
desert and uh, spent some time outside, and I liked it. I mean, it was definitely hot, but it was just a different kind of hot. And then in Israel and especially in Jordan, I really loved Jordan.
Really? Was it a
Yeah,
nice breeze?
not really. I mean, there we I think we were in Jordan for 3 days. It was hot during the day, and then at night it would cool down.
Yeah. Yeah. Temperature drops in deserts.
Well, it was the summer, so it didn't drop a lot,
Okay.
but I don't know. I really liked Jordan. I just liked the barren lands
Yeah.
when we were traveling, and it wasn't as developed as Israel was, and I really, I don't know. I felt a much stronger connection with Jordan than I did with Israel.
Hmm. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Definitely would love to talk about that one day more in detail.
yeah. All right, so let's keep going.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Aliens have strange bodily proportions. The newest breeds of aliens attempt to imitate human appearance, but they never quite get it right. They are like exaggerated ideas of human perfection. Their stomachs seem to be too flat, their chests too big, their faces wrinkle free. Male aliens may seem to be chubby, but underneath there are six-pack abs somewhere.
So every Kardashian. I feel like this was just designed for the Kardashians, like a diss to them.
Yeah, I would not bat an eye if they turned out to be aliens.
Wow, Pastor. Wow, that's you heard the Kardashians. They're gonna be one day they're gonna be like, the No Name Yet podcast. Don't ever follow them, So
That would be the best thing that could ever happen if they
right,
said
that
that.
would be if they do that.
People would be like, "What podcast? Let me go check that out."
Who? That's great.
All right, so aliens have strange diets. Aliens may not be able to digest most human foods. Because of this, they are limited in the types of foods they can eat and may become vegetarian, vegan, or fruitarian. Watch out for spouses who eat a lot of melons. That's an alien's favorite.
So a skinny white woman with blonde hair that's the size of a pixie cut that screams at you if you're not vegetarian
Alien.
or vegan. Alien.
Alien.
Alien. We now know your secret. We now know your secret, Karen.
So, number 7 is aliens dance in inhuman ways.
Oh God.
Most alien species have a completely different physiology than ours. They have the ability to move their bodies to music in a way that no ordinary human can. And this results in a dancing style that is quite breathtaking. Many are known to twerk.
Every black person that's on the train from New York City to Boston to Chicago. So everybody, Cardi B, Mark, Megan Thee Stallion, Megan Thee Stallion. I can't even say her name right now. That's hilarious. So all you girls online, you're aliens. Stop twerking.
Aliens.
You're aliens. I feel like this whole article is just a diss
Is a
to
what?
society. It's just a diss to society. How could you even allow this?
It's the Weekly World News. It's my it's my favorite source of news.
Oh my god, fake news, fake news. Trump was all Trump wrote all of this, right?
It's the world's only reliable news.
Okay,
That's their motto.
okay. CNN.
Did the alien come in the room?
Mm-hmm. You know what's funny? I heard the door close,
Uh
but I didn't see her come in.
was that another
So
beer that she brought in?
yeah,
So you're this is 2.
this is two.
And what's your limit?
Four.
4.
Yeah, my limit is four.
And
Before I
then
start acting weird.
or you fall asleep.
Or I fall asleep. But that the falling asleep is not gonna happen.
All right. Well, that's cut it off at 2.
Pastor says, follow what does. I'm a good
Well,
sheep.
your pastor did a lot more than 4 beers a night on a regular basis when he was in
Whoa.
his 20s.
Listen, I'm not trying to do all of that.
And I wish I hadn't done that. But
I'm trying to wake up every day.
somehow I did. I don't know how I did it.
Irish or the Italian, pick one.
All right, number 8. Aliens do not understand Earth's sense of humor. Forget what you see in some films or TVs. Aliens find it difficult to understand jokes, sarcasm, and general kidding around. Even a simple knock knock joke can throw them off completely. They might laugh at inappropriate times, like during a funeral or a Zoom meeting, or stare blankly at the funniest jokes. Remember, you have a good sense of humor. If your spouse isn't laughing, they're probably an alien.
So either I'm an alien or every special needs kid is an alien. So from the deaf to the mental problems to the blindness to the
So
hand
you're saying that you laugh at inappropriate times
all the time.
all the time.
All the time. This is why I can't be at funerals. I can't because I'm that guy that if your aunt, is wearing an inappropriate outfit at a funeral, I'm cracking up. I'm dying. I'm like, she's wild. She's crazy. I am that person. This is why I don't watch the news. This is why I don't. I mean, Utica today, for some reason, my one of my closest friends, my brother Aaron, he was telling me a story how he was going to the barber shop on Bleecker, and a white car just drives up, and these bunch of kids with masks are in the car, and they just jump out, like they open the window and they jump out of the window and they start shooting, but they were shooting paintball. But they were
Oh,
just shooting, and they had a paintball war in the middle of Utica, just driving around Utica shooting at each other.
wow.
And before he even
That's a good
said
way to get
paintball,
shot by the police.
that is a great way to get shot by the police. And that's the perfect time for the police to say, I don't know what happened. I'd be like, even I, if it's a black man, I'd be like, you know what? You have it. I would have shot too. I would have
Yeah.
shot too at that point. But they're running around the city having a paintball war, and I'm sitting here, and before I heard the paint part, I'm sitting there going, cracking up because I'm like, what is this, a movie? Like who decided it was absolutely necessary to drive randomly around Utica and just shoot for no reason at random people? And the guy that they were shooting at ran behind a building, he was ducking down, and I'm like, this is crazy. This is Utica right now. Like this is part of me just wants to join in the fun.
So they were shooting at a guy that they knew, or they just some random person.
I think they knew the guy because the
Okay.
guy, I guess, had a paintball gun as well. So I guess they had like a whole war going out in Utica, and that's what's going on. And there's a
Well,
part of me that wants them to get arrested, but there's also a part of me that really wants to join in.
I'm with you on that.
Which part?
Well, there's a part of me that says that it's ill advised to do that, but then the other part of me says it sounds like a heck of a lot of fun.
It does, right? It
Yeah.
does. To just run around on your church members and, hi, sister so and so, come
No, no,
outside.
no. Come on, don't go there. Guy fun. It's guy fun.
Guy fun. Oh,
Yeah.
telling you, are you being sexist
I
that
know
the
I'm not being
girls
sexist. And I
that the
was gonna
girls
say,
can't enjoy a paintball fight with us? That they're
well,
not able to?
all right, okay, yeah, it was kind of sexist.
I mean, if you want to order some paintball guns, Pastor, I have no problem running up on you and just shooting you in the back of the neck. I need some aggression out, so we can do it any way you want.
Well, okay. Well, maybe we'll try to find an opportunity to go paintball because I'd love to cover you in purple.
My favorite color.
All
What's
right.
the next one?
Aliens dress in oddly revealing clothes. Aliens find clothing irritates their flesh, so the less of it they wear, the more comfortable they are. They also like to keep their fake human skin exposed to the air to allow it to breathe.
We call those thoughts.
Call it what?
We call them thoughts.
Thoughts?
Thoughts.
Dots?
Thoughts. Thoughts, Pastor.
Thoughts?
Thoughts.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you
That's what we call
explain
them.
thoughts?
That hole over there. That's what we call them,
Oh,
Pastor. That's what we call them. My woman don't do all that. She's a classy woman. If she did start doing that, we're gonna have to have a conversation. I ain't all about that.
that oh my camera's out of focus again. Oh, who cares? Anyway, uh that reminds me of so when I was taking Spanish back in the 90s.
You knew a lot of thoughts. I knew it.
Well, we were learning, I was learning the Spanish language, and a friend of mine was helping me. He's Puerto Rican, and
Wepa.
a very, very, very funny individual. I mean, just you know, the most the way he carried himself was very proper and very respectful, but he had the driest, most cutting sense of humor, like underneath, like, and he surprised people, when he would come out with things. Just a great sense of humor. So I said to him, I mean, we're learning, what you call people, like a man is a senor,
Mm-hmm.
a married woman is senora,
Yeah.
and uh, an unmarried woman, or the meaning of senorita is a virgin woman.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked him, so like you're in Pepino, that's a town he grew up,
Yep.
and there's a woman in Pepino who should, for all intent and purposes, should be a virgin, but everybody knows that she's not. And so, what do people in the town call her?
Oh my God.
And he says,
Here we go.
Senorita.
Oh no. I hope they changed that.
So that's another version of what was it again? You said
Thought.
thoughts. Okay,
There
amen.
you go. You learned something new.
Amen.
Something like 6 years old, but you learned it.
All right, number 10. Number 10. Aliens ask hundreds of questions.
Oh damn, I'm an alien then.
Most aliens are on Earth for research, and they want to learn as much as possible about Earthlings. They're like alien anthropologists, fascinated by human behavior and eager to study our cultures.
Mm-hmm.
So keep your eyes open if your spouse starts asking a lot of questions.
Then I'm the alien because all I do is ask questions.
So you might have alien ancestry, and so how would you rate Jasmine after going through?
She's definitely not an alien.
Definitely not an alien. Well, that's good.
Definitely.
That's good.
I mean, not really.
Why you
Not
wanted
really.
her to be an alien?
I mean, if she's an alien and I'm dating an alien and she comes on and says, I'm an alien, that just made the relationship better. The first question I'm going to ask, do you eat humans? And if she says no, can you procreate with humans? Yeah. Then all benefits to me. What do you mean? Win-win. Is it
What
not?
if what
I'm
if
a
she
man after the end of the day.
what if she says yes and puts you on a rotisserie?
Put me to sleep. Put me to sleep. Don't let me feel it. Let me just wake up in heaven going, well, that happened.
All right.